Evening. Let's wait for a few more to get in. It's freezing, whoever's just joined me. Evening, Nick. It's cold, mate. It just got dark and everything froze up. Evening, Darren. All right, Dan. It's white out there. Unlooking Matt, bivvy, everything. It's absolutely freezing out there. It was -6 apparently last night where we were. But I've moved. I was in peg 3. I've now moved into peg 14. A few fish were showing there this morning, so I moved straight round on them. Hi, Hoxton. Evening, Welsh carp catcher. All right, Carpet Chris. Yes, I moved round to peg 14 this morning. The bivvy was full of ice and that, and I just chucked it in the back of the van and they drove it round here for me. But yeah, it was absolutely freezing last night. Really, really cold. I had a fish at 7 o'clock. I was just about to watch Leon go live and my left hand rod went. Evening, Cranky Carper. Evening, Darren. So yeah, rods are out. It's been a nice day actually. It's cold now. Evening, Phil. Evening, Thomas. Hi, David. It was really nice today, but tonight's got really, really, really cold again. Hi, James. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm all right. Yeah, apart from being freezing cold out there. Yeah, Darren and I had one last night at 7 o'clock, a little 5-pounder, but I didn't get it till late. Nick, it's forecast rain at 3 o'clock. Evening, Mark. Mark, the guys on the pig pen are having a rave, I think. Yeah, I got here late yesterday. I drove here yesterday. I left my house at 10 to 8 in the snow. Got here at evening, Mark. Got here at 9:45, and I looked down on the floor. My wife's keys were there, car keys and house keys. So I had to drive back home to drop them off. Evening, Jason. Evening, Mark. Yeah, I had to drop them back off. So basically, I got here at about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Evening, Louis. It's been nice. Hoxton, in the sun where I was sitting, I was on the back of the wind. It was lovely. Really, really nice. I had a trailer on my left-hand rod earlier. It pulled me. I'm fishing quite slack. I'm fishing bags. Pulled me up tight. Rod tip went round. Picked it up. Nothing there. So I presume it was a trailer. Got all excited as well. I was only out for like an hour. But I got all 3 rods on bags. I put 2 kilo boilie out on one rod. Put a bag over the top. Evening, Adrian. Darren, it was, mate, because then when I went back home, I got home by about 11:15, and then I was stuck on the M25 for about 3 hours. But maybe the carp gods would be good to me. Do you know what I mean? A lovely 27 common come out of here last night in this swim as well. Guy had 3 fish. I won't get too cold, mate. The reason being, I'll show you. That bad boy. I always said I'd never get a heater, but my wife got it for Christmas for me, and I'll tell you what, I should have got one years ago. I've been fishing over 25 years in winter without a heater. My door's open, so there's no chance of me dying. Yeah, got them in. I fished in all weather, mate. You know, I love it. It does, Chris. Definitely, mate. There's a few on here. A few fish have been coming out, to be fair. I mean, the one I had last night, I just made a PVA bag up. And, yeah, Hoxton, I'll tell you what, guys. That heater is absolutely amazing. Evening, Jake. Hi, Paul. See, I got Leon's old school hoodie on. My boy got me this for Christmas, and it's a real lovely hoodie, mate. Guys, it's brilliant. It's warm, fits well. Evening, CW Carber. I had a bite about this time last night, so if I do get a take, you can talk amongst yourselves while I sort it out, and I'll come straight back to you. Yeah, it does, can't be Chris. It's absolutely brilliant. And I had the heat, because I was up at 4 o'clock this morning. I couldn't sleep, so I had the heater on from 5 o'clock yesterday evening till about 10, 11 o'clock last night. I had a few hours kip, and then from 4 o'clock until it got light at 7 I had it on, and it didn't even use 3/4 of the canister. So for $3.99, whatever I get the canisters for now, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, just Chris, I'll show you. Look, it just screws onto your. It just screws onto your normal canister. I've got a woolly hat around it to stop it freezing because it's really, really cold. But yeah, absolutely brilliant thing. Absolutely brilliant. That heater, I think it's. I think they're about 25 quid, something like that. It can't go wrong. Hi, Tommy. I'm here till Saturday, Adrian. I got here yesterday. I'm here till Saturday. I've got all 3 rods out on the spot, so I'm happy with them. I'm fishing wafters in PVA bags. So yeah, there's leader bands in that here, so you can't use leaders. So I'm using the Avid bag stems. And I'm syringing hydro wheat into them. Chris, I think there's been a few fish out. The guys that were there was a guy in here and a guy in 18, and the one that was in here had 3, and the guy in 18 had 1 and lost 1, and had a tench. John Wallace had a tench earlier. Unbelievable in this weather. Jake, I had 1 yesterday when I first got here at 6 o'clock, about 7 o'clock it was. Leon was about to go live, only about £5. Raymond, it's hard at the minute, it's really, really cold. Hi, Matthew. Good on you, Dan. £17, mate, that's good. Oh, and the rig I showed you, the maggot rig. Well done, that's brilliant, mate. That's what I like to hear, that's good. God, I'm in hoping, mate. No, I didn't freeze over. I actually set up last night in a northerly. It was blowing about 15 mile an hour in my face, but I still had a fish off of it. Exactly, Chris. Jake, well, I don't know when I'm down Farlow's, to be honest. Hi, Peter. I'm definitely down there in February because I'm having a social with Mark Rose. I'm down there. But oh, here he is now. No, John's in his bivvy, Mark. Zipped up door, heater on. He had a tench earlier. Willow Park Fishery at the minute. They're doing if you guys, any of you guys fish, I don't know if you do. Yeah. They're doing get your pictures up on the page if you fish it. Doesn't matter how small, how big, and the best photo of the month, which is going to be judged by the staff that work here, get a free 40-hour session at the lake. So you know, it's a really, really good deal. It's about the photo, not the size of the fish, really. They just want to get the fish posted up. People are catching, but they're not putting them up on the page. So it's some sort of incentive, really, just to get guys to get it up on the page. Mark, the floor looks good you done, mate. Yeah, Paul, the snow where I live, because I'm in a village, it's a nightmare to get out of. I wasn't going to leave till about 10 o'clock, but it was getting thicker and thicker and thicker. And if I don't get out, I get stuck because there's loads of hills. And the farmer has to end up pulling us out. The farmer's brilliant around there anyway, but I didn't want all that aggro, so I left early. But in the end, I had to come back anyway. Evening, Lee. I bet he's pleased with it though, Mark. It does look good. Mark, because you've only just joined, let me show you the heater. Look at that bad boy. It's like Dubai and my bivvy and the North Pole outside. It is, honestly, Mark, for the money, it's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, normal gas, Mark, normal gas cylinders. Just screws on. Paul, it probably does do toast, mate. I actually, at 4 o'clock this morning, I had some tea cakes and I cut them up and I held it in front of it on a fork. And it crystaled them up nice. It was lovely. And they're really stable. Like, I thought it'd be quite dodgy. Hi, Max. You got one, yeah? Lee Brown eBay. I think so. I think it was eBay. I give my missus a list of stuff I wanted, and they just got all different stuff. But I presume they do. But Willow Park Fishery sell them. Everywhere sells them, I think. Adrian, what's my biggest favourite carp that I've landed this year? £35.5 common out of Farlow's. I had bigger in France and stuff like that, but the one at Farlow's was an absolute gem. Yeah, exactly. Mark was there. Mark took the photos, helped me weigh it, everything. Brilliant fish. Yeah, Max has just said they're on eBay for 20 quid. Hi, Tim. Yeah, it was, Mark. It was such a nice fish. Immaculate. Brilliant fish. Anyone else out on the bank? I caught it on a white pepper pop-up over boilies. My missus always gets me fishing kit. Yeah, I know, Mark. It meant so much to you as well. I know it did, mate. And it did me. It was such an epic moment, really. What's the weather like up there, Chris? You got snow or not? Yeah, Renwick, he did. He had a tench. And he lost one as well. Hook pull. A couple of seconds. And I had a trailer. Raymond, I don't know what it's like up there. At Farlow's at the minute. I've not been up there for a while. To be honest, I'm probably not going to go out there till February when I do a session with Mark. I'm going to do a bit of time on here, I think. I mean, it's rammed up there all the time, but no, James, you're lucky you didn't get no snow. It just, where I live in Hertfordshire, it just absolutely hit us big time. So no one's out on the bank now. The other thing, guys, when I'm do my blogs, like I'm doing stuff today, and I'm thinking of, like, it's too cold. He ain't with his heater, Mark. Yeah, I don't know if you was here, Mark, when I done. Look, now that is a sight of beauty. Mate, it's cold down here, Paul. It's absolutely freezing. As soon as it got dark today, Matt's frozen over, landing net stuck to the floor, Bivvy's frozen. Well, he won't be now his heaters on, that'll thaw that right out. You got to get one, Mark. I'm telling you. You don't know what you're missing out on. Godalming carp, only hog. I don't know about that, mate. I just enjoy it. But this heat has just changed my life, seriously. James, no, I've never fished that, mate. Yeah, Mark. Actually, it's colder than that. It is actually colder than that. Even Wallace said it's the coldest he's ever fished in. Yeah, that's what I mean, Lee Brand. Last 10 days have been really mild. Yeah, I come out on a session because I ain't been out for a month, and it goes to -degrees. It's just how it is, isn't it? But I'm still confident. There's fish out here. Definitely fish out here. John weren't liking it at all. He was freezing, but he's got his little heater in there, the same as mine, and he's all right. I keep checking on him, the old boy. But like I say, the tench are feeding, so there's no reason why the carp shouldn't be feeding. And John Wallace caught that in the shallows, down a margin spot. 9 months without fishing. Bloody hell. Wallace is good, lad, he is. They're having a party over at Pigpen. They're flashing their lights everywhere. And John said, "Is it me?" Yeah, when I go home, Mark's about right, isn't it? The tench, I don't know how big it was. It wasn't very big, Mark. Soviet Space Bear, hello, hello. It feels like I'm getting a suntan, Tim. It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. Raymond, I grew up on it. I lived in Tottenham until I was 16. I used to fish the River Lee for the barbel, the carp and the canal. The lock down by Walthamstow. Brilliant waters, brilliant fish down there. But I mean, I ain't fished it for years, and the cormorants and Eastern Europeans, dare I say that, I don't know if they've raped the waters down there. I don't really know. There used to be some really good fish in there. Anyone got any questions? Why there's a few people in the house? Good winter bait. I don't know. I've just started with DNA. I've just started literally on this session with it. But there's loads of baits out there, mate. Just go for a milk protein type bait. Lee Brown, it won't burn my ass down, mate. No, it's quality, it is. I'm on little short 3-4 inch supple braid with a little wafter, size 6, wide gape. PVA bags I'm on, yeah, solid bags. Maggots do stink, Mark, I totally agree with you. I don't like using the bloody things. I know they catch carp, but I don't like them. A lot of hard work when you're on the bank as well, keep riddling them and stuff like that. Phil, I've got corn out in my mix as well. I've been soaking some switch boilies for the last couple of days before I came with some hydro wheat, liquid, crushed a few up, a couple of tiger nuts, corn, and a handful of pellets in there, and that's what I put out there. Boilies do catch all year, you're right, Mark. Fish don't get big eating maggots. Not enough goodness in them. That's the trouble, Adrian. Bream. Biggest nightmare. If I got to take now as a bloody bream, I'd go mental. Because for one, I've got to unstick the rods from the alarms. I'll use a quarter bags, Jake. I don't really do much PVA fish solid. This is the first session I've really gone all out fishing bags. No, but I know what Jake means. When you lick them, they taste awful. But yeah, like I say, the first time really going for it with bags, and I had one straight away last night. I know it was only like £5, but a fish is a fish, isn't it, at the end of the day? So I'm here to catch carp. and I hooked him quickly and just put him back. I think the party's finished over there now. Yeah, as all the lights have gone out. Mark, they're not. Renwick showed me how to do them properly, yeah? Instead of using the tape around the top and all that, he showed me how to do them. He actually made me a few up. And he makes it look easy. And it is easy. Because when he went, I made a few more up on my own. The way he does it, and it's perfect. Lick and stick, basically. Because you find, you pull that tape around the top of the stem, it congeals. And when you bring it in, even after a few hours, there's a big solid gloop there, like wallpaper paste. It's horrible. You did give me a lesson, Mark. That's what I said. You learn every day. All right, cheers, Raymond. Renwick did give me a lesson today. Peter, I'm probably going to be on St Ives. But I've got a few match with Mark Roseman here. We're fishing the BCAC qualifier at Farlow's and hopefully get away to the final at Raysbury. Be good. But mainly it's going to be St Ives. It depends. I want to get on a syndicate, basically. Ready for the BCAC, certainly, mate. Them bags are going to be banging for that. Paul, I've got it all. I've got all there. I've got the large one, the small one. I just can't get on with them. Adrian, I haven't, but Mark Rosen probably has. Do you know, God, I mean, the thing is, bags, it's all fiddly stuff, do you know what I mean? I like to keep my fishing simple. Do you know what I mean? So, they are, I know they can be a good tactic. I'm not saying they can't be a good tactic, especially in winter if you're trying to nick a bite. But I like to have my rigs, bait on, cast out, done. Not mess about making bags up, and making sure you've got plenty of bags made up. And if your hands are wet, messing about with PVA bags, or the rigs are wet, you've got to dry them out. But listen, I could have a really good hit here, and I'm going to be on bags. So there's definitely certain waters for PVA bags, 100%. Yeah, Renway, next time Rosen comes up, take him in the shop and give him a lesson how to tie PVA bags with the avid stems. They're easy. And the other thing as well, using wafters. I don't really use wafters, but you've got to go on the advice of the owner of the lake. Like Renwick, he's had fish out of here. You know what he's doing, and you've got to do it. You've got to follow suit. Mark Rosen, get yourself down here tomorrow for 24 hours. Come and join me. I'm going to be on my own because Wallace is going home. Plastic baits, Adrian, I'd say. Tiger nuts. It's all going to Renwick. Nutter. Yeah, John Wallace is going home tomorrow, Mark. Fight. They know each other too well, Lee, sorry. Any more questions, guys? I know one thing, as soon as I finish this live feed, the kettle's going on and getting in my bag. That's for sure. I want to try and get on shallow if I can, Peter. If I can't get a 9 lake ticket, including shallow, I'll get the 8, which is lagoon. I'd like to get on Meadows Reach, one of them. You know, the unknown really. You can get lost on there. Pellet in the bag, Mark, yeah. It's a bit of both, Lee. One end's shallow, one end's deep. I'm in the deep end now. The reason why I moved, because I was in peg 3, but the guy that's in this peg now, which I'm in 14, had 3 out last night, biggest 27, and the fish was showing out here, so I come straight round. It's a no-brainer. I didn't really fancy it because everything was frozen, but an hour I was packed down and reset back up. Adrian, I use Synchro XT fully loaded, £18 straight through. Lee Brown, yeah, there is features here. You've got gravel bars, there's gullies, there's silt, little bays you can fish in. Yeah, there's plenty out. There's a big plateau out in the middle. There's plenty of features here. I think the deepest part's about 8 foot. Mark Renwick will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's about 8 foot. Yeah, Mark Roseman said Ridge Monkeys fluorocarbon's nice. Do you know what, Adrian, as well? Before I used Synchro, I was, yeah, it's 11 foot in places, Lee. I was a Dara sensor man, £15, brilliant. Yeah, Mark, definitely. Me and Mark are going to do a good long session on here, and we're going to do some underwater. We're going to set a camera up out in the lake here on a pole, and then we're going to fish next to it for however long we're here for, bait it up, and hopefully get some really good footage of some takes, live takes and stuff like that. So that's a plan. What are you using, Adrian? The Dara sensor. If you're happy with it, don't change from it, mate. I loved it. I loved it. The only thing is, after about 6-8 months on that, it starts to go a bit springy. Mark's always there. Yeah, Mark Renwick owns the lake. He owns Willow Park Fishery. So any info you need, just message him. They've got a Facebook page, and just go on that and they'll answer your questions and stuff anyway. Yeah, try the ESP, Adrian. Seriously, it's bloody good line. And it's low diameter at £18. There's nothing in it between 15 and 18, and that's what I use 18 straight through. I don't use no leaders, nothing like that. And I have no trouble with it. It's brilliant line. Sinks well. No, you're welcome, Lee. And this Willow Park is only going to improve, because the thing is, you've got a carp angler that's bought a fishery, and in my mind, it's a no-win, and you know what I mean. It's a win-win situation basically, because it can only improve. It's not like someone's bought it and not interested in it. And Mark's, it's going to be a fantastic. It is now, but it's going to be a fantastic fishery. Evening, AD, top penguin. Bloody freezing, AD. Look. That bad boy going. AD's turned up, Rosam's going. Idiot. I used the quarter choddies. Or 80, they're absolutely, first time I ever used one. Oh, he's got a GoPro. You're going to start blogging then, Renwick? Get your YouTube channel going? Do you know what, AD? I've never used a heater in all the years I've been fishing, ever. Just hardcore in a bivvy, freezing cold or whatever. and my missus got me it for Christmas on a list, and I tell you, I should have got one of these years ago. They're absolutely brilliant. Renwick, I can give you a lesson, mate, or AD can. They are a game changer, mate. I'm sitting here it's like Dubai in here, but like North Pole out there. Everything's frozen out there. The net, everything is frozen to the ground. Why have you got the GoPro, Renwick? What, just to put some cameras in, or? Come on, guys, gone a bit quiet. Yeah, AD, I had a small one yesterday, £5. But I've moved. I was in peg 3. I've moved around to 14 now. The guy had 3 out. Biggest 27 common, absolute belter of a fish. They had 3 out this swim last night. And the guy in 18 had 1, lost 1, and had tench. And John Wallace is an 18 now, and he had a tench earlier as well. I can't remember what that heat is called now. AD will tell you. Was it probolic or something like that? I can't remember now. I've put no hemp out, Lee, no. I think it's a probolic heater or something like that it's called. Mark Rose have got a tracksuit for Christmas. Did you ask for it though, Renwick? You must have done, for Amy to get it for you. Yeah, James, seriously, this heater is different level. Because you can get them square camping type ones. Yeah, probolic, yeah. Put page, and he's put a link there for it. They've got them at the shop at Willow, I said that earlier, yeah. But yeah, you used to get them like the butane, the long ones, and they're crap in the winter, but these are absolutely fantastic. Oh, you're welcome, James. That's what we're here for, innit? But I keep it on as soon as I get my sleeping bag, because obviously I'm warm, then I turn it off. But it's lovely way it's sitting out. Puma. Go on, Mark. You're going to stroll down the lake in it. Hey, that fish you had at St John's, mate, that was like king. That was such a lovely looking fish. Go on, Mark. Boy, I need you to get your ass down here and do 24 hours with me. I'm going to be on my lonesome tomorrow. It's too cold for Renwick. Dora, bloody hell, man. I have got a wrap for my bivvy, but I never use it, mate. It's still in its box, and I got it 2 years ago. I'm silly. I should do it. Get it out, really. Yeah, go on, Mark. You can jump in next to me. The fish are down here. Yeah, I had it AD for 3 days, visiting family and stuff like that. It's just nice to get out. I'll do it every year this time. Yeah, see, Renwick, come on, Mark, get down here. You can buy yourself a heater on the way out, on the way in as well, from the shop. Yeah, but you say that, Lee. My mate there's got a overwrap on his, and he still froze up this morning, and he's got a tracker. Bivvy, so yeah, that's all right. Nick, come down here, man. I'm in peg 14. But I'll tell you what, with a heater, and I ain't got a wrap on, it's like soaked in here. But I don't really care. When I turn the heater off, that'll freeze to ice anyway. God, I mean, that's a good one. You taking your GoPro, Mark? I don't know, AD, but I saw the pictures of this fish because the guy was packing up when I come into this swim. Absolute belter. Spawning time, that's going to go 30 easy. It's a lovely fish. It looked bigger than 27, to be honest. I'm going to have a look on YouTube about willows. AD Blandford, Top Penguin, Lee, he's got videos on willow. I haven't really done anything. I mean, I have. There is one on there where I had a few fish out. But yeah. Yeah, it was when it ran with. It was a real mint fish. One I'd like. My 3 favourite fish in Farlow's, probably Tyson, Big Common, House Common. They're the bigger. I'm not caught none of them yet, which is why I keep going bloody back there for an A team. But to be honest, Peter, there is so many good fish in Farlow's. My prettiest out of there was a 15-pound zip linear, black, like licorice black, real old fish. It was a stunner. God, I mean, you're better off phoning the shop and get your name in to book for nights if you're doing overnight here, because it does get busy up here. If you book, phone up, I think it's a £5 deposit or something like that, or you can pay the whole lot over the phone, or you can pay £5 and then pay the balance when you get here. They supply landing nets, sling and your mat. You can't use your own here to stop any contamination, KHV and stuff like that. And they do a tackle taxi here as well for £2. They drive you park in the car park, load it into a trailer, and they drive you around to your swim, and then you can book and take you back for another £2, which is brilliant. It's got a cafe on site, toilet, shower. The owner's all right. I've gone off my vape for a little while, Paul, to be fair. My PB is 36.8 UK and £66 French. I've actually had 5 fish over £60 in France and loads of 50s. But I don't really treat them as my PB, if you know what I mean. They're my holiday carp, that's what I call them. Blue Water Lakes in France. Lee, if you look on my YouTube channel, I've done my session there in July. I blogged it all, it's on my channel. I say my been called. And I caught it, and it bottomed my scales out at £66, but he was 70-something pound. 3.5 hours AD, but it's a 3-year waiting list to get on there. It's just done an £85 mirror. It's 14 acres. but there's some banging fish in there. There's a fish called Miggs's. I had it out at 64. It's now going £85. Mark, I told you I'm going there. I'm booked in next, not 2018, 2019 in July. I've got 3 fishing places there, and only me's going at the minute. Because my father-in-law was going to go and my boy, but I think they're not going to go now. But I've got it booked because you have to wait 3-4 years. I know the owners, but you still got to wait. Yeah, you should, Mark. It's like 450 quid for the week, and it includes food, breakfast delivered to your swim, and evening meal. And obviously you've got to pay your transport, but it's not a lot. If you get in a van and you're sharing the cost, it's peanuts. Right, Mark, take it, mate. That's brilliant. You'll love it there. It's absolutely brilliant. By the time we go in 2 years' time, there's going to be 90s in there. I think, AD, it's around the 13th of July 2019. I have to 2-year wait. I managed to get on 2-year on a cancellation, but it's normally about 3-year wait. Ben Hoggets is the bailiff there, which have a real right laugh with him. I've known Ben for a while. And Jim and Jan are the owners. But by the time we go in July 2019, that fish that's £85 now is going to be in the 90s. It's going to do £100 of that lake. The growth rate it's amazing there. The water quality, it's called blue water for a simple reason. It is blue. It's amazing. It's an out and out boiling water as well. Really, Chris? It's not nice, is it? Especially if you've got to drive in it, mate. Can you guys still see me alright? I've got big circles swishing around on my screen. That's annoying. Why's it doing that? Exactly. Tell him, AD. Mark, I need a net in each arm for you. Alright, cheers, Phil. Yeah, AD, the deepest part of that lake I fish is 18 foot. And they fight like hell under your rod tip because it's 18 foot right off the bank. But obviously there's gravel bars out, it comes up to 10 foot and there's silt gullies and stuff like that. It's a brilliant lake. It would be good. Yeah, it could be. AD, you'll love it. All right, that's us done then. We'll go. All right, cheers, Adrian. Thanks for joining, mate. Not for another year, AD. You have to pay a deposit. I think it's 125 quid deposit, and then the balance 6 weeks before we go. They're partying again over there. Yeah, and AD, bring your drone as well. It'll be quality. Yeah, John, evening, mate. I had a good Christmas, mate, yeah. Hope you did. I don't want to see any more turkey, to be honest. Cheers, James. Yeah, I'm going to put it on after this. The football. Yeah, 80, it'd be a good place, mate. And, you know, it's close to the clubhouse. You can charge all your phones in there, your batteries. It's a really good place. It's right near Gigantica, literally. If we go, I'll show you Gigantica. We drive past it. Yeah, I know what you mean, John. Is it really, Mark? Or is that what you're predicting? I thought they'd kick off, just kicking off now, isn't they? Mark, I actually hope so. Yeah, AD, it'd be good, mate. We'll have a real good laugh. AD, I done 50 kilo of boilie in a week in November with a Fran stick. And that's how they have it. They have the bait there big time. You're allowed bait boats on there, but I don't use them. Yeah, Mark's predicting 2-1 to Palace. I can see it happening as well. I'm a Tottenham supporter. There's only one Harry Kane. Mark, I normally do anyway. Mark, and the other thing with that lake in France, you see fizzers, yeah? First thing in the morning, you see them coming to your spot. Like fizz, 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 and then you get a screamer, mate. I've caught well on hybrid there and then I went with JH baits this time and I caught well on that as well. So I think any decent bait, to be fair, works there. You just need a lot of it. And I just go straight 18 mil. I don't piss about with small stuff in there. I mean, these things are like, Jesus Christ, you see them on the mat, they're like huge things, like bonnets of cars. John, yeah, I had a little one, £5 last night. And that was it, but I've moved now. Yeah, Lee Brown, 50 kilos is nothing, honestly. People say that, how can you use so much boilie? If any of you get a 10 kilo bag of bait of boilie and tip it out on the floor, yeah, it's nothing. Honestly, when you got fish in a lake that are 40, 50, 60 pound, them things ain't messing about with half a kilo on a spot. You know, they're there to trough, and you just go through it. You just really go through it. I don't spawn there, nothing like that. I either fish catapult range or I Fran stick it. What, ready for the year, AD? Stocking up? Exactly, mate. If you don't take it, you're knackered, ain't you? I'd rather take it and bring it home. I'd rather have it with me, to be fair. I mean, the good thing is you can go around to Gigantica and get bags of mainline as well, if you run out. And he stocks stuff in the shop as well. Yeah, John, it is a lot of bait, but, you know, if you haven't got it with you and you run out of bait, you might, I mean, you could use 50 kilo in 3 or 4 days. Yeah, it depends what you do. But if you end up running out, the rest of your holiday's ruined, isn't it? You've just got to buy bait out there, and it's more expensive out there anyway. I mean, Mark, like he's just said there, me and him done a social on the end of the arm at Farley's. He used 54 kilo of boilie in a week because the fish were just in front of us constantly. Do you know what I mean? You got to keep that bait going. If you don't keep the bait going, then move on to someone else's spot. Oh, and AD, Mark, the other thing about the France lake is 14 acres, but it's only a maximum of 8 anglers on it. So you get loads and loads of room. And you can move about if you wouldn't need to move about. That's the other thing. And like 5 minutes away from the lake, Mark and AD, there's a town with supermarkets, stuff like that, the coffee shops, sit outside and all that. It's brilliant. He's gonna be the next man. Mark, you're not gonna catch anything, mate. No, it'd be good. And it's not silly rules there really, apart from you can't use leaders of any sort. So I just use tungsten tubing and drop the lead. I hope you do, Mark. Seriously, mate. There's some serious units in there. You see them boshing and it's like, what the hell was that? The sound of them hitting the water is just ridiculous. AD, go on Blue Water Lakes, France, Facebook page, and have a look at all the catch reports and that on there. It's ridiculous fish. And they've got some banging commons in there and all £50 plus commons, like proper nice commons. Yeah, mate, quality AD. It's one of them lakes that you want to get back to it all the time. When they first bought it, because Jim used to fish Farlows, and then he bought the lake in France, and I went out there and I used to fish it twice a year, no problem. But now there's like a 3-4 year waiting list. It's regulars constantly booking up. So yeah, it's a brilliant lake and brilliant owners. It will be, Mark. It's really it's good there. There's Wi-Fi as well by the lodge. If you get any of them swims around there, which is pretty good. There's free bikes that you can use to go around the lake on. Showers, toilets, all the normal stuff. It's brilliant. Back on. I don't know if you heard that, but if you want to catch a big catfish like 100-pounders, it's easy to get one as well. Not in this lake that we're fishing, but the lake behind. Every French lake around that area, anyone that catches catfish, put them in this lake. Yeah, and these things are starving, man. Just fish 6 boilies on a hair, 18 millers, size 2 hook. Launch it out there, fire a few baits over the top, and you just get catfish, mate. And these things the power of them is just ridiculous. It's an experience. I don't like catching them because they're slimy, if they stink. John, just find the fish, mate. That's all I can say. I've not been up there for a while, so I couldn't even tell you where they are at the minute. I really don't know. I really couldn't tell you. It depends where you get. Message me when you're there, and tell me what swim you're in. I might better give you a couple of spots. But yeah, I've not been up there, John, since November. Well, it's only a month ago, but a month's quite a lot for me not to be fishing. No, you're welcome. Listen, you'll love Farlow's Lake. If you've never been there, it's a stunning, stunning venue. Yeah, Budget's a good shout as well, and so's Ramp, to be fair. But it's, I don't know, it's just, I don't really want to go into it, but yeah, you'll enjoy it, you'll love the place. Next time I'm probably at Farlow's is going to be February. Evening, Willie. I've had one fish. I had a £5 last night. Little pasty, I've put him back. But no, I've moved over to the other side of the lake now where the fish were showing, so I don't know why it's doing this. I'm on 4G as well. I don't know why it's doing it. Alright, cheers, Godalming Carver. Yeah, I know a lot of people who just fish for the catfish. It's not my cup of tea. But in France, I have a bit of fun when it's baking hot in here. Nothing's happening on the lake. I have my spod rod with £100 braid, and then just go over to the cat lake and just catch a few. It's a bit of fun. My boy had a 96-pounder when he was there. My father-in-law had a big one. I can't remember how big it was now, 86 or 84 or something. Yeah, I'll be over there in February. I can't remember what date me and Mark are going now. Right, I'm going to end this in a minute, guys, because I've nearly done an hour now, and I'm down to 11 viewers now, because I keep losing connection. I don't know why. Yeah, cheers, AD, mate. And to you, mate. Happy New Year to you and your family as well. I'm pleased with your wife's results as well, mate. Rosen, try and get down here tomorrow. Come on. Cheers, Lee. And you, mate. Cheers, Romwick. Yeah, Phil, they're amazing fighters. I'll give them that. They're amazing fighters. Cheers, Carby Chris. Safe driving, mate, in that weather. Yeah, I bet it is warm there. Cheers, Jason. It's warm in here, to be honest. These heaters, Mark. Woo. And to be fair, if I use one gas cylinder overnight, it's £3. It's cheaper than my Centralina at home. Cheers, Chris. Cheers, Phil. I hope you have a good New Year as well, mate. Cheers, Will. Have a good New Year. And you, Thomas. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, all right, Mark. Right, guys, I'm going, yeah? I'll see you all later. Thanks for coming. Bye.